Now, I'm back doing more tutorials. Okay, this is Blender Blade with the material and texture and UV unwrapping tutorial series. And it was requested by Floorboard a long time ago, and I've just finally got around to doing this. Now, you're gonna think that this is a little bit basic for what I usually do, even though I usually do pretty basic stuff. But I'm just going to start off very basic and then we'll get into more difficult stuff. Okay, so this first part's just going to be on looking at shaders and specularity and things like that. Okay, I just got a scene right here. Just a cube, or well, a cube subsurfed. Just to show the specularity and everything better, and a preview so you can see what it would look like rendered. Okay, so I'm just going to set it up, and when you go into this material button right here, this ball, red ball, you've probably done it, but you probably don't think about every little thing in it and what it does, because everything in this tab right here has a purpose. Now, when you click Add New right here, just click Add New, a whole bunch of different options open up here. Right here is the links and pipelines, and I'm just going to explain this. I'll just zoom in here. Okay, right here you got a preview of the material. So I guess we don't even need the preview in the 3D view. We could just look at this preview. Okay, here's the preview. You can basically change what you want the preview to be previewed on. Just a flat surface, sphere, cube, monkey, and you got some strands, and sphere with background, I think that is, and that's just something to do with the alpha, I think or preview in alpha. Yeah, preview using oversampling. So if you want to preview with using oversampling, click that. But let's just preview on a sphere. Okay, now over here is the Links and Pipelines tab, or section, and it's just, there's a couple things in here you need to know. When you add a material, it'll just say material 0.001 or 002 or whatever. Now, you can delete the material by pressing this X right here. You probably know that, but there's just over here, if you look, there's like a little car button right here. If you click that, just click that, it'll generate a name for the material, which can sometimes be helpful. So it named it gray 0.001, so it knows it's grayish material, so that's how it names it. Now, there's just a couple more things. There's nodes that you can click this and you'll think that it just went black, but this is just for when you're dealing with nodes and materials, so we'll do that later, but it's just too complicated right now. I'll get to that later. Okay. Also, there is how the material is noticed in Blender. Just these buttons right here. Render pipeline. You can all of them do different things. Halo is just for rendering it in a halo kind of form, where basically the vertexes are all glowing. Just You probably know what that is. Z transparent, just for transparency. And strands, rendering it in strands. Wire, rendering it with a kind of wireframe kind of look. And there's shadow buffer. We're not going to turn any of these off, just keep it as the default. Okay, now we're going to look at more of the materials. I'll just zoom this out a little bit. Actually, I'll just close this so you can see a preview while we do this. Okay, you got your materials here and ramps, which we're not going to use the color band right now. Just keep this all the same. You can change the color to, let's just change it to red. So to change the material, all you have to do is click on this box right here, and there's a color panel of all the colors. Okay. Now, these sliders also can change the color just by sliding them, but it seems like it takes longer, and unless you really want to get the exact color, you can even type in the exact color amount. Okay. These buttons right here, basically you can turn off the color or just have it as a spec, but just keep it as color. You can change the specularity color, but I wouldn't, because you don't, just keep it as white right there. Yep. You can change the alpha value, which is basically just transparency, I think alpha value, but just keep that there.